What should I do?
Save America.
And?
Help Trump.
Okay.
President Trump! President Trump! President Trump! President Trump! President Trump! Just for a minute! President Trump, just for a minute! Just 1 minute! President Trump, for a minute!
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
But yeah, hot dog, hot diggity dog. The man who saved America, I tell you. Ain't that something? And Elon has told his draws. Them big draws? Elon has told them draws. He just ripping up his draws. Elon says we need to create the American Party against Democrats and Republicans. This is good. Elon done pissed a lot of people off, and him and Trump are back fighting. You know, the Democrats, the left, the liberals, the fake news media, they love that this is happening right now. They love when Elon posted something about making a new party, and we know his whole feud and outrage on the big, beautiful bill in Congress. All this is good. Elon and toe his draws. Elon and toe his draws. Some of them patriots say we need to give Elon a tampon. July 5th is his time of the month where his cycle comes around. The first of the month, and Elon is back at it, tearing his draws. He needs a tampon. But Elon, we're not going to disrespect you. We're not going to disrespect you, sir. We know you put a lot on the line. You did a lot this past election with big things with free speech. We know what you put online with your businesses and companies, but you already knew from the beginning how this was going to play out, sir. Trump said you knew. Trump said you should have turned against him a long time ago, before you let him walk with Lil X. This moment right here should have never taken place, sir. They said, how could you pull out a knife and stab the president in his back? How could you call the man on the Epstein files and call him a pedophile and let him walk with your little kid? There's no way, sir. And then the person comes out, the lawyer comes out and defends Trump. Everybody know that Trump kicked Epstein out of his little club, and Trump then did this and that and his involvement with Epstein. And then you come out and delete all the tweets and disgraceful things you said about President Trump, and you apologize. You know, Trump still comes out and defends you and has your back. You know, we just seen Trump saying we might have to send you back to South Africa. You know, maybe forget about the missiles, the electric car production, you know, Starlink, and yeah, you know, y'all are back throwing punches. We just didn't expect y'all to start throwing punches so quickly. But after the big, beautiful bill and the debt deficit you've seen, and, you know, and your big issue with Congress has our big issue with Congress. We think it's a criminal organization, and they ought to walk in Washington, D.C. and put a lot of people in handcuffs, and a lot of people be held accountable. We're with you, Elon. We're with you, sir. But they say, how could it be? But Elon says he's forming a new U.S. political party, the American Party. And a lot of people are saying, wait, MAGA isn't the American Party? You know, and I know us MAGA, I know we agree to disagree. We don't like what some of the GOP does. You know, Republicans, and the hell with Democrats, you know. But then a lot of Republicans, you know, have a little bit of common sense, and we line up with the same values and policies. So we invite the Republicans to come on in, and even some Democrats, and we see a lot of those have went on the walk away campaign. They either come out and say the party has went too far left, they've left me, and I'm an independent. You know how it is, especially after the biggest scandal we've seen in American history and how far left it has gotten. And they don't know what a woman is anymore. Oh, they don't even know what a man is anymore. Women don't have a mushroom tip. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I'm so sorry. Please, they say, Rick, sir, you do not have to say that, sir. I got to click off the video now. Well, I'll be jolly. I'll be jolly. You know, but the Democrat Party, you know, no common sense. They want the men in the women's sports, and they want the woman to get beat up. I don't know. And we have to pray for the kids at the school. You know, it's getting terrible in the school systems, the college campuses, you know. Yeah. What a disgrace, man. It's gotten with the party that they say used to be for the people. Now they say the party is not even recognizable anymore. You know, they care so much for criminal, illegal aliens, and just, you know, to see how fast the shrimp can run on the treadmill. You know, they can't tell you if that's a man or a woman, you know. Yeah. What a time to be alive in America. I couldn't wait to get into this video. And even Doug, he named this, and he says, Elon just stabbed Trump in the back. It's over. Let's check this out. This is getting good, family. This is getting good. And I told y'all be ready. More stuff like this is coming. We don't know what to expect next. Any day from now, any hour, any week. Just like we seen. Boom, bam, bang, blow it up. And they dropped the B2s flew in stealth. In stealth, nobody knew nothing. They called Chuck. I wouldn't have called him. They called Chuck and a few others. They called that Hakeem leader, Jeffrey Feller. They call him Dollar Store Obama, but we're not going to disrespect the dollar store. You know, they say he didn't pick up. He was too busy putting Diddy oil on his forehead. You know, unbelievable. And we got a tweet at 11 o'clock at night that Operation Midnight Hammer has been completed. That's my president. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. The people say we voted for President Trump, not Mr. Musk. And here we are.
Elon Musk just made the biggest political mistake. What a dummy. You guys know I'm a huge fan of him. So for me to call him a dummy, it's pretty serious. Welcome to Doug in Exile.
And y'all know we are huge fans of Elon Musk as well, man. We've been for a long time. I myself, and even owning his, owning his cars, you know, for over 5 years. Yeah. And having 2 different models. We love the Teslas, man. You know. Yeah. You know, we were there, Elon, you know. We seen dealerships burn up. People take their hand and wipe their butt in their pants and wipe it on your vehicles. We seen them spit on them, key them up. We was there, Elon. We was there. You know, some of them pages even went out there and had full blown riots because of that was going on. And vouch for you, Elon. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Shout out to the Quad Club. This is where, bro, he brought those Starlink internet things to the flood zone, and he's saving people's lives. Still totally agree with all that. But it doesn't mean I have to agree with him politically, and I can't disagree with him more on this politically. He's probably the only chance right now at getting Democrats elected in 2026 and 28. He could screw over the Senate with Mike Johnson, which I'm pretty sure is his intent, and screw over J.D. Vance in 2028. How's he do that? Here's how. Let's watch. Yep. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'm here giving you...
Yeah, they're saying we have to monitor Elon for Trump derangement syndrome stage 1, level 1, you know. And when Elon starts talking like this, people immediately say, yeah, he's going to play a big part in the midterms and, for the future in 2028. And just helping Democrats, helping Democrats win. And then somebody, posts a picture of Elon and a Democrat from back in the day. I seen him posting a picture of him and Obama earlier. I said, oh, hell. Oh, brother, give us a break.
The best in political thought, Doug in exile. Here's one of his tweets. This just kind of shows the thinking behind him starting his own party. One way to execute on this would be to laser focus on just 2 or 3 Senate seats and 8 to 10 House districts, given the razor-thin legislative margins that would be enough to serve as the deciding vote on contentious laws, ensuring that they serve the true will of the people. So that's his plan. He was really upset about the big, beautiful bill go through. He supported and agreed with people like Thomas Massey, Susan Collins, remember her? AOC, Ilhan Omar, and Chuck Schumer all agree with Elon Musk that the big, beautiful bill should not have gone through. And that's what I'm upset about, is the only people really relieved now is this is the only shot at the Democrats having a chance because their party is so miserable.
Bear new.
This whole plan is dependent on Republicans keeping a thin majority. But if the Republicans can increase our majority beyond the 2 or 3 seats that he thinks he can manipulate, then he won't be able to do any good. So the real key is we need to primary and support. We need to support MAGA, Republican, conservatives, and increase that gap in the House and the Senate. And then anything Elon Musk does, it won't matter anyways. I'm going to get to more of the political thinking on the people down here. There's a few conspiracies that this Donald Trumpo got his account restricted, and it's because he does so many pro-Trump videos. Is Elon Musk now practicing censorship? I would hope not. Here's not too long ago, Musk was jumping up and down on stage with Trump and squealing like a little girl about how he fully supports Trump. Guess he couldn't handle the heat he got for his Doge work and now has to try to win back that spot from the libs. No, I don't think so. Tesla sales are way down. I don't think he cares. I don't think it's true. This goes, he's going to split the vote Ross Perot style. And that is true. That's exactly what happens with these third-party lunatics. Third-party lunatics ruin our two-party system. You might think, hey, we need more parties. Well, it's more parties it's Ross Perot that came in and got a second and stole the win. Ross Perot couldn't win in 92, but he could keep first place George H.W. Bush. He could keep him from winning. And that's why Bill Clinton, second place, ended up getting first, because Ross Perot, third place, split the vote. By the way, it happened again in 2000 with George Bush versus Al Gore. George Bush would not have won unless Ralph Nader got in and split the vote for Gore, and then Bush won. So that's what these third-party lunatics end up doing, is they end up like if J.D. Vance was ahead in 2028 and Elon Musk steps his party guy in, maybe a Thomas Massey or something, and no Democrat's going to vote for Thomas Massey. He's going to split the Republican Party. And then that would be the only chance of the Democrats winning. Sorry for the number crunching on this. I'm just giving you guys the backup on all this thinking. Here's another article. This is Musk. This is over at CNBC. Remember, Democrats are thrilled to hear this news, that Elon Musk is running third-party candidates against MAGA. Musk backs Senator Rand Paul's criticism of Trump's mega bill in first comment since it passed. So this is here's the actual Rand Paul tweet. The not so big beautiful bill has officially passed both chambers despite a few conservative provisions. It explodes the deficit in the near term. This is Washington's modus operandi, short-term politicking over long-term sustainability. And I believe he's wrong. I don't necessarily think that it's time to pay down the debt. I think Trump needs to rebuild the military, for instance. I think, when Democrats screw the government up, it's going to cost some money to fix it. Now, here's the Hindustan Times. Elon Musk wants to shut down the International Space Station, for which Donald Trump just sanctioned $1.2 billion. He says it's time to focus on Mars. So he and Trump are having a space race argument, which, and by the way, I hope we never get to Mars now because of Elon Musk. That was his big dream. And what he's going to do is the Democrat Party doesn't want to go to Mars. His only chance is to work with MAGA and Trump Republicans to get to Mars. And he's going to go to war with them. And now you're
The
going to...
Democrat Party don't even want to go to America. Yeah, the Democrat Party, I'm telling you, they don't want to go nowhere. Stay in the ditch. That's where they want to stay. They don't want to go nowhere.
Musk is going to have two parties, Republicans and Democrats, fighting his rockets because Trump is transactional. You fight him, he ain't going to do you and your rocket company any favor. It's not fair. It's just the way it's done. You don't help him, you harm his bills going forward, and he is not going to help your rocket company. And if a Democrat wins, as I've said before, Elon Musk will go to jail if Democrats win and take any kind of government. Here's the Hill. Musk's primary threats pose danger for Republicans. So again, this is the Hill saying the only thing that Elon Musk is doing is helping Democrats and hurting Republicans. That means he's hurting border security. He's hurting us paying for ICE agents. He's hurting it. He and Thomas Massie and Rand Paul, who, by the way, voted with Susan Collins. That is, they voted against the bill, just like Susan Collins, just like AOC. That's what just freaks me out. It's like, read the room and understand how if you're doing something that Democrats hate, that Chuck Schumer hates, you're doing something good. Here's the article. Republicans see the comments as unhelpful, with some saying if the threats come to fruition, it could risk diverting resources away in an election environment that historically hasn't been kind to the president's party in power. That is, historically, guys, 2026, if it's the president, House, and Senate in one party, historically, the other party will get a 20-point advantage, 20% more. So it would be a massacre by Democrats. But again, I don't think MAGA actually needs this. I think instead, he's going to make even Rand Paul and Thomas Massie even less popular as third-party lunatics. And Elon Musk thinks he's going to bring in his money and outdo the Patriots. I will just remind him that Kamala Harris outspent Trump 3-1. It did nothing. Just having money and being rich isn't enough. And there's enough pro-MAGA people on X for us to defend Trump. It's not going to be a giant landslide even of public opinion just because he owns that platform. He owns it, but he allows free speech. Unless he starts banning all our channels, and I'll let you know if he does that. Quote, one of the most destructive behaviors that we've had in cycles were when we've been unsuccessful in Senate races, are those in which we've had extended massive resources in inter-party warfare, said one Republican consultant who's worked on Senate races. Ever since Musk ended his stint at the White House, the billionaire has been vocal critic of Trump's major policy bill, taking particular issue with the projected trillions of dollars multiple analysts say will add to the deficit. And I'm only saying, look, it might actually add to the deficit. I just don't think that's the end all be all. But to atheistic libertarians, that's all they know is fiscal conservative. And on social issues, they're atheists, they're liberals on social issues. Basically, pro-gay marriage, pro-abortion. They don't believe in borders. I'll show you tweets. They're also gun grabbers. Elon Musk is a massive anti-Second Amendment guy. So enjoy all your libertarians, guys. Have fun with all these lunatics. So, and that's just something that I wrote on Twitter, was that the best chance the Democrats have of clawing 2026 and 28 is from money that Elon Musk will give to them. Now, finally, Elon Musk says by a factor of 2 to 1, you want a new political party and you shall have it. He took a poll on X and all of his Elon Musk followers, fellow libertarians, again, no values there, guys. Sorry if you're a libertarian, you're in the wrong party. Get over to the Republicans or go independent. If you can't stand the Republicans, go independent. Do not join the Libertarian Party. Rand Paul, Ron Paul, Thomas Massey, we will always agree with them on more fiscal conservatism and nothing else. They're anti-Jew, anti-Israel. They always want to cut the military. They're isolationists. They're naive about human evil and human good, philosophically. Anyways, I just want to give you guys an update. Love Elon Musk's work down in the flood. It's important to underline his personal heroism that he's doing with his companies in helping people. I'm still a huge fan on that front. But on the political side, this guy is poison. And I'm going to keep telling you about it as this develops, if there's any movement on it. What do you guys think? Do you support Elon Musk?
Let's go see. Let's see what they talking about in the comment. The best part is the comment section. Elon's new party will fail. I stand with Trump. Not worried. People who know what's at stake aren't going to vote third party. I remember of the MAGA party. Elon can kick sand. I support President Trump. Elon, please use your talents and places. Stay out of politics. Trump is doing so much good. Quit stabbing him in the back. The libs love this. Like we've already said millions of times, they love that this is going on. The fake news media, they love this. That they love all this, man. This gives them their headlines, and this gives them the good talking points. They love that this is all happening. Someone says, I am done with Elon, and over 300 people have liked that comment. Are you done with Elon? Let me know in the comment section down below. Someone says, I left X. Don't want to support someone who destroys our president and our country. Disappointed in Elon, always loved him, but we'll go with Trump. I agree with you, Doug. I love Elon, but this is where I part ways with him. No, Elon, use your riches to support honest candidates. Do not split up the Republican supporters. My hope is that MAGA supporters will stick with conservative Republicans. I will not change my party for Elon Musk. Wow, Elon is a huge disappointment. Shame on him. Bye-bye, Elon. Traitors are not welcome. Elon is acting like a child. We need to keep praying. Praying is greater than money. Amen. Wow, he just pissed in his Cheerios. Don't cross Trump. He's the president and who we voted for. Such a disappointment that I believed in this guy. Elon's influence on America, like me, is zero. Wonder why Democrats aren't complaining about Musk doing all that. What a nasty person he's turning out to be. Yes, he's done good and loves to be in the spotlight. In my opinion, he's acting like a nasty, spoiled brat. He wants to be the main man. Well, lots of people hate him now. Yeah, but let me know what y'all think, man. We will see where this goes, And we are praying for President Trump and America, and the America First agenda. We see that Charlie Kirk also has a video out, and it's saying, will Elon return to the White House? I honestly want to see him and Trump talk at the White House and see how that goes. After everything that's taking place, I do want to see where these two are at, and to see them both in a room and exchange with the cameras on them. I really do. I want to know. I actually want a Trump and Musk interview. I really want, right now, after the big beautiful bill that's passed, I want a Trump and Musk interview. What do y'all think? Y'all say no? You say hell no? Let me know in the comments, man. But I love y'all. God bless you and your family, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, you guys.